It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Panthers' sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Panthers and the Bills on Sunday Night Primetime.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set.
At the 40.
1st down. Here's Corral with it.
He finds McCoy.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. And worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Corral throwing for it on 4th.
He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Corral.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And Corral will throw it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Singletary again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine who used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division and I'm making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here's Corral on first down.
Looking, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A first down throw here for Corral.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of it.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He finds his man complete. That's McCoy. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Allen.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to put the ball not the man winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He'll get this single. Terry loses it.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
2nd down and goal. Corral. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Nick Chubb, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Chris Olave, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Corral on first down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Corral on second down.
And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
He finds his man complete. It's McCoy.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Again, it's Corral.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing here, Corral.
And
The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, Allen
has his man. It's Shakir.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Allen to throw once more.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Allen now looks to throw.
He's into the secondary.
Touchdown! Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead is down to 28-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10, Corral. Out quickly to Judy. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds McCoy. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 3rd down, Corral.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and really added to that total.
And his hand on it couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Corral.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
That late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, this undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.